Hey guys, Negative9 here. How is it going, everybody? In today's video, we will be going over the top 5 things to do when you reach level 80 in Guild Wars 2. So this is something that I think a lot of people struggle with in Guild Wars 2 and something that I've had trouble with in the past as well. When you get to level 80, it's hard to find something to do that's entertaining and to keep you playing the game, especially if you've come from another big MMO or something. So in this video, I'll be going over the top 5 things that are a good idea to do once you reach level 80 to give you stuff to play the game more. Number 5 is getting geared. When you get to level 80, one of the first things you should probably think about doing is getting geared so that you can seriously contribute in the more challenging content in the game. You should have at least a set of rare gear and probably be working towards exotic gear before you try anything too difficult. But exotic gear can be acquired in a number of ways, but the simplest and the most easiest way is to save up gold and purchase it off the trading post. You probably won't have enough money straight away for a full set, so you'll need to make some gold somehow. And the best method of doing this is probably doing the world boss train. And if you are a new player, but you want more info on how to make gold, check out my previous top 5 video on the top 5 ways to make money in Guild Wars 2, so hopefully that will help you as well if you don't feel like world bosses. It'll give you some more options. Alright, so number 4 is one of the first methods or types of endgame in Guild Wars 2, and it's the Silverwastes / Dry Top. So, Dry Top and the Silverwastes are two zones that are great for people who want to get more gold as well as some pretty cool unique skins. And these zones were added after the launch of the game by ArenaNet to help address a small part of what at the time was a very big endgame problem. These zones serve as a good place to go when you're low on gold or when you're saving up for a purchase. But I wouldn't recommend exclusively doing these zones as you may get bored, so it's probably a good idea to pair this with another one of the methods of endgame listed later on in this video. At number 3 we have dungeons and fractals. First of all, dungeons can be done when you reach level 80 to earn gold at a steady pace while also getting more unique armor skins. You can do the explorable modes of these dungeons for more of a challenge and more of the dungeon currency which you purchase these skins with. And second, fractals are good for those of you who like progression and challenge. Fractals are similar to dungeons in that they are both 5-man instances, but in fractals there is a specific progression mechanic. As you successfully complete the fractals, you will move up in the progression system, so your fractal runs will become more and more difficult. The reward for doing this is a variety of ascended gear and unique weapon skins. Number 2 is PvP. Now this contains both World vs. World and Structured PvP. Structured PvP can be done at any level and doesn't require you to have any specific weapons or armor, but because you're level 80, it's probably assumed that you know the game better than you did earlier on while leveling. So if you want to seriously get into Structured PvP, you can look into finding a team or a Structured PvP guild to run with if you really want to get into the intense competitive fights. World vs. World, on the other hand, is my preferred endgame and one that I've participated in since the original Guild Wars 2 betas. Essentially, World vs. World is 3 servers fighting over large maps, and it includes huge team fights and some awesome sieges, and seems to be one of the more popular things to do at level 80. If you want to get serious into World vs. World, there are many World vs. World guilds that run together, usually in TeamSpeak, where you can coordinate attacks and movements to capture objectives on the map. World vs. World is definitely a good option for people looking for something to do at level 80, and personally I recommend it very highly. And finally, number 1 is crafting legendaries. Crafting legendary weapons is probably the most time-consuming and difficult thing to do at level 80, but it also serves as a fantastic long-term goal to work towards for probably a matter of months. Legendary weapons are basically a set of high-end weapons that have unique appearances. They have the same stats as ascended weapons, but their stats can be changed to whatever you want them to be whenever you're outside of combat. Each legendary weapon requires 4 pieces, the precursor weapon, which are pretty rare to acquire on their own, the gift of fortune, the gift of mastery, and the final gift, which depends on the specific legendary weapon you are crafting. These weapons are mostly for cosmetics, but have some impressive effects that will help your character to be distinguished from the crowd, and it remains a very popular thing to do at level 80. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped any of you that were maybe struggling to find things to do in the game. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed and want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And I will have some beta footage from this weekend coming up, so keep an eye out for that over the next few days. So once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.